Hello. Let's wait. Hello. Hello. Yeah, that's sufficient. Put it way down here. That's fucking sufficient. Hello. 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 Oh, jeez. Hello.
Make our way towards your bedroom.
Okay. Who's here? Is this someone's here?
Huh?
I can't see the freaking chat from here. I'm so nervous. I'm literally shaking. Ugh. Okay. I think I have to move my laptop because I cannot see the chat from here. I got my iPad. Maybe that'll work better. It's Charlie! Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this either. I've been literally working way too long on my video. It's been embarrassing. I was supposed to post it in February. But things happen, people die, we move on with our life. It's a great time. And it's a great time. So yeah, oh my gosh, I have no plans. This is planless. It took about 3 hours to set up the stream. So that's awesome. The one thing I think people are not expecting is as soon as I take this off, I got hairy armpits and all the simps are gonna go away. You know what I mean? People don't like nature. Whatever. Um, I'm shaking in my boots. I thought I'd be so like, I got this, but I literally now I'm like, what do I even say? Does the camera look good? Do I look good? Camera angle. Can't see it well from here. So yeah, I was thinking we could chat. I could cook. I could clean my stove. It's way hot in here. Jeez Louise. I didn't realize you needed to like upload a profile picture. So I found a picture of me cooking 15 years ago, maybe. I think I'm not even like maybe 16. I think in the profile picture I picked, I'm like at least 16 years old. Not younger than that. I got a new oven, and so I wanted to do this for a really long time, but my oven was ugly, and so I was like, it's ugly, so yeah, I'm a bit of a princess. I like things to be pretty. Oh, for those of you who don't know, I have an entire back tattoo. Get that out of there. It's itchy. On the shoulder, I've got a little bee. So, we're gonna chill without a sweater on. It's hot in here. My fridge just started. I don't know if you can hear it. Maybe. Yeah, you guys let me know what you want to talk about. Lauren is just seeing what he can do. Babe, if you want to come in here and talk to me, that'd be super cool too. If you're just bored.
I'm looking for something.
What are you looking for?
Plastic bag.
Oh,
You're liking the
here you go.
thanks
Yeah, no problem.
intro part. I was like, this is the worst time.
Yeah. Okay, but for real, I don't know what the heck to talk about.
Talk about. I mean, who's all in? Just Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie, what's for dinner? Oh my gosh, so we freaking ate dinner already. The setting up took too long. I was thinking it'd be fun to make some chicken noodle soup. I have everything for chicken noodle soup, which means I also have everything for like a chicken salad, except we froze the celery, so we can't do that
We need grapes.
when we make grapes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ugh. So anything with a mirepoix is applicable. Yeah. God, I'm literally so nervous. We ate dinosaur chicken nuggets and mac and cheese though, because we're 5 years old. And I wanted to make more coffee, like an after dinner coffee, but now I'm like,
Do you need it?
I don't need it.
Is
No.
it sleepy time to you? Bring it down to earth? Yeah, you could talk about your video if you don't think of anything. Because, yeah. Just raise the hype.
Yeah, so I'm working on a video that's basically my whole life, which is people niche down too much. Gotta niche up. Niche up. So I'm like, everyone needs to be able to do something. Like for me, I know how to cook, and I hear not a lot of people know how to cook. And so I'm like, that's insane. People need to know how to freaking cook. I don't know where to put my eyeballs right now. I think is a big part. Could send out.
Camera like normal, probably.
Yeah. Do you want a microphone? Do you want to join the chat?
My beard's been driving me crazy for like 3 days.
Okay, you go do that then.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that off. Yeah, talk about your video if you run out of stuff.
I really wanted to talk about this video I saw yesterday, which was about children, like itty bitty little babies, like not knowing how to read, or like they say stuff and they don't even know what they mean by them. Ugh, I don't even know. My brain is literally drawing a blank. Like, you know when you hear that thing about test takers? I am a bad test taker. I get nervous mind blanks. Like, badly. Oh, but the other thing, it's not completely about me being about images, aesthetics, whatever. My old oven was broken, and so I literally couldn't film cooking because I had to have the hood oven or the hood fan on no matter what. Do you have any veggies or herbs yourself? Planting tomatoes and peppers? Oh my god. Oh, yes. Okay, so I started growing, because it's growing season, my indoors, which is supposed to be 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost, which is supposedly in May, but I think legitimately last frost is over. Anyways, so for the indoor ones, I've got chamomile, basil, and thyme growing. And then because I'm in a second story apartment, and so I don't want to put a bunch of weight on my porch. I'm pretty convinced it'll fall. Jeez, the more I stream and actually just talk to people, you'll all soon realize I'm actually insane. That's beside the point though. I can only grow small plants on my porch. I don't want to grow 100 pounds of tomatoes and then the whole porch falls. So we've got an herb garden and a tea garden. Let me go grab my paper real quick. Yeah, so 6 to 8 weeks indoors. No one sells mint seeds, like mint, not spearmint or peppermint, but just straight up mint, like you'd put in pho and stuff. So I picked up a mint plant. Now it's just getting leggy as hell because my lights aren't very good. My grow lights can only grow seedlings and keep bonsai trees alive. Not happy, just alive. But when it comes to weight, I was thinking maybe I could attempt some cucumbers this year because cucumbers love to grow. They love growing. And so I think I'll have good luck with that. And, you know, I can pick them off as they come up and it won't actually be super duper heavy. And then cilantro. I hate cilantro, but I love Chipotle and Qdoba's cilantro lime rice. So I thought maybe it'd be really fun to do cilantro. And then dill for those Greek bowl moments. I really like to make my own tzatziki sauce. So I'm kind of obsessed with dill in that sense. But I mean, hell, if we're going cucumbers and dill, we might make a pickle or something. I don't know. Oh, and then catnip is the last ingredient there. Basically, I looked at the box for Sleepy Time tea and I was like, okay, that's what I'll grow. So I also have a Japanese rosebush growing, a little leaf linden, as well as a hawthorn tree. So all of those are about 2 feet tall right now. I ordered her from thetreestore.com. And they arrived completely in their dormant mode, but the hawthorn looks dead. It is not dead, but it looks dead. The rose is 100% spikes. I have like a True Bloom, True Spirit, True Blossom, whatever, from like Walmart or something, and that has spikes like every 2 inches. The Japanese rose has spikes all down it. I actually smacked myself in the face earlier today with it, actually, because we got a huge rain and they're all in plates, so I wanted to dump the plate. Great time getting smacked by a flail, basically. Great times. So yeah, that's the garden. Speaking of, if we're gonna make chicken noodle soup, there is something I need to get from my closet. It's in my bedroom closet, so that way there's no heat or humidity or anything going on. So, this is my thyme from last year. It's delicious thyme, just plain thyme. I also have some lemon thyme though, I think. Anyways, thyme is perfect for chicken noodle soup or gumbo or jambalaya and all of that yummy, yummy goodness. I tried to make a stock with thyme and you can overdo it on the thyme. It's not cute. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it'd be so fun to make some pickles. Um, I bought the stuff for canning, um, but I don't think I would make any shelf safe pickles. I think I'm actually terrified of exploding pots and canning. I just have to have my mom show me at some point. Like, my mom and her best friend are total freaking hippies when it comes to doing stuff yourself. It's probably partially where I got it. Like, freaking grandma is a witch. My stepmom and her BFF would also do witchy stuff like make balms, can, all that goodness. But it scares me, and I think I've already pretty much messed up my deposit or whatever. I've been in this apartment for like 6+ years, but I don't think a deposit covers explosions. So if we do make pickles at some point, it would be at the end of this summer, obviously, maybe middle. But I think it would just be fridge safe, not shelf safe. Because I'm a big pussy. But that's just me. We can do things and it'll be fun. Like, I made a whole bunch of beef broth. It just lives in my freezer. We don't need to put it in a thing. Oh, no. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm like burping like crazy. But no, the big thing about canning is it's a science and you have to use a very specific amount of acid or sugar, and that determines the entire method. And so you have to follow a recipe. And so that's not for me. I don't follow recipes. I'm like anti-recipes, actually. So if we do end up cooking, you will see, dang, she doesn't use one single measuring cup. No, it's all about vibes and feels. I did start like to taste test my food because I've had foods not turn out, and I'm like, shit. But it's mostly the difference of these two very specific things. A salt grinder and a salt pourer are not the same. So you go like 1, 2, 3. It's very different between. So that's been a life-changing thing of figuring out how much salt to pour. But speaking of me being an absolute crazy person, I actually threw away all of my salt. Not the salt shaker, that's just down there. But I lead tested my pink Himalayan salt and it came out positive. And so we got this. Kosher salt does not supply iodine. Shit. Okay, so I'll need to pick up some iodized salt at some point because that is an important thing for your body. Oh, okay, don't even get me started. Honestly, I literally could have been a nutritionist. If we're going back all the way, I technically went to culinary school, but like not at all actually. I went to hospitality school in high school. I went to a trade center where I learned hospitality, baking, cooking. And the third section was like travel, like how to set up traveling. But then hospitality is literally like you run a restaurant, you make everything gorgeous, you learn how to, you get a little brush, you brush off the thing. It's like basically how to have a literally 4-star Michelin star restaurant. But then most days I would run the cash register. So that was fun. That was a great time. Between you and me, that's the same year I figured out I was allergic to everything. So I gave up on being a chef. Here I am now, 11 years later, realizing I still want to be a chef. I want to be a chef so badly. I want one of those restaurants where you go in and they're like, this is what's for dinner. You know? Like I could make it the biggest batch and I say we got 12 seats and if you come, You are being given what I made. You don't order anything. That's the kind of high class shit I want. Okay? That's my dream. Am I reaching that? Am I attaining that? Like, am I going toward that? Not really at all. But I noticed a lot of people check out my foodie pictures on Instagram, and I think people might be interested in what I think about food. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, Twilight Zone. I have 100% watched the Twilight Zone in school a lot, actually. Like those movie days, we'd just be shown various episodes of the Twilight Zone, which is pretty fun. I don't have it set up to where like we could watch a little video and then talk about it. Like, pardon me, I'm legally not allowed to say who I work for. But the camera we're watching on right now and via what we are streaming with, this is my job. But I technically have a specialty in post-production and editing. And so the whole part of the streaming, as a literal professional sense, I need to get better at. And so next time, I really think I want to figure out how we can watch videos together with a little picture-in-picture action. That would be dope. Ugh. I don't even know how I do it right now. I have figured out how to set up my phone as another camera. But then when I plugged in the audio the second time, it kind of broke. Let me see. 1 second. Oh, huzzah. Okay. So flip it around. Ugh. Let me grab a phone holder. This is terrible. It's right here. It's not better. This is a worse angle. Okay, it's just like we're chatting like best friends. The angles don't need to be cute. So let's see what's on the drama today. And oh my god, this is why I can't watch YouTube, or like not watch YouTube, but like why I can't go online, because everything is just, this is why I'm writing a book, because the whole world makes me so upset. Let me go into the history about the video I was watching so we can just talk about that. Okay, 1 sec. I don't know how the audio is gonna go.
Clients, you think scale your business on excuses? Drink this.
What?
Wait, is this even legal?
What's happening?
This is the algorithm's secret sauce. Drink it.
Stop looking for secret algorithm hacks and build a business that works in the real world. Growing a business is hard, really fun.
Oh my gosh. Ugh. Do you guys know I have a degree not only in philosophy but also in public relations and advertisement? Because my father said, if you want a degree in philosophy, you also need a degree in business or something useful. But literally that just makes me over here think, I only see these advertisements as evil. Everything is evil. I literally, as a philosopher, technically chose the best path if you want to just look at evilness all day. And that's a great time as like a Taoist Buddhist who's like, we can get through this. We got this. It'll be a great time. Yeah, this video, let me see. Let me check this. Look good? Looks terrible. So yeah, this is Halo Haley over here talking about Gen Alpha. And oh my god, I am sick and tired of there. Yep, that's how I feel. That's how I feel right there. I'm sick and tired of his generational crap, is what it is. Let me go back to the other camera. Okay, so basically what it is children today are addicted to screens. One of the clips that Halo Haley shares is this chick like on a chair, like this actually, like this, and scrolling with her foot on a screen on a refrigerator. Literally a refrigerator with a screen. And my question to you is, have you ever read The Brave New World or Fahrenheit 451? 1984, literally. Okay, so in Fahrenheit 51, there aren't TVs. But in the same sense, there aren't walls either. It's one and the same. Your wall is your television, kind of like in Hunger Games, where the main character, chick, Jennifer or something, Lawrence, goes into her room and like the whole wall is a TV. So she makes it a forest, and then she's like, oh my god, that's my forest, that's my home. So it's just like that in the book. And in the book, Fahrenheit 451, books are illegal, all right? You can't have a book. The entire thing is an allegory for the Bible. But as you and I both know, like, anything could be a Bible if it just has literally enough information to get from A to B, okay? Especially when compliance and dopamine and addiction and the opposite of determination in non-stagnancy is getting in between A and B. I don't remember the guy's name, like the main character. All those books like flow into one for me. But anyways, his wife is addicted to TV. And I get it. I love television. But he's like, this is sad. You're sad. This is awful. And so he, as a fireman, with a salamander, you know, realizes you can't burn every single book in the entire world. You need knowledge, okay? And so he hides books, and he steals some, and then gets in a whole heck of a lot of trouble. And so, like, for me, for instance, this could have been, like, the Tao Te Ching, or the Christian Judeo Bible, or the Nietzsche, Beyond Good and Evil, or fucking Nietzsche's Thus Spoke Zarathustra, where he says God is dead. Like, any book can change you if you have it, if you read it, if they're not all gone and burned. Excuse me. Moral of the story is, it doesn't matter what the law is sometimes. So Lauren, my partner, we watched The Beekeeper for the first time, and Jason Statham, the main character there, says at the end of the movie, You either follow the law or you follow justice. And this spoke to me on so many levels that I was just like, yeah, this is true anarchy right here. True anarchy is sometimes just knowing when laws are ridiculous. And so, like, the whole book burning in the news thing did happen when I was offline last year, because I do spend a lot of time being not online. And so I don't know what the fuck that came from. Like, why or who, or like, what's the filters we're using? Like, what's the categories? What are the denominations? I don't know. But like, why? Who's deciding all of this? And so, as someone who's literally writing a book, I have since finished writing my book. I'm writing my second book now. As someone who literally writes, I'm over here like, do they not care anymore about even like the underdog? We can't root for the underdog anymore, maybe even, because that's the guys who want to fight the government. Ugh. Dude, they should. They should 100% be required reading. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so 1984, Fahrenheit 451, and Brave New World were my favoriteest of books in high school. Like, that was, in terms of, what is it? Fiction is fake, non-fiction is not fake. They're my favorite fiction books until, like, more recently when I read other fiction books, like, The Sphere. But nothing actually compares. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to Aldous Huxley, George Orwell, or motherfucking the other guy. Another required reading book for me in 6th grade was this book named Hatchet, and to which I did read all of those books, and eventually one or all of 3 of them were required reading in my school, so thank goodness. And if they're not right now, we are all going to burn in hell. But another one for me in 6th grade was this book called Hatchet, and it's fantastic. I tell Lauren, like, literally yesterday, you need to read this book. I talk about it all the time. I barely remember what it's about because I read it in 6th grade. Jeez, this is so long ago. I'm not even going to do the math. Anyways, but it's about this kid who gets into a plane accident and is pretty much left all alone on an island all by himself, except for his hatchet, which is a mini axe, by the way, a little mini axe. And so what you learn throughout the entire book is independence is the most important thing in the entire world. And if all you have is a hatchet, you can do every single thing. You can cut down a fort, make a home. There's better words. You could also get a rock, nice. It's not graphite. There's more sparky rocks than other rocks. Anyways, you got a fire. Boom. And actually, what else do you need beyond fire as a human being? Because then you can cook all your stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Such a great book. And that's actually like what my video is about. I'm working on this video. I don't know why it's taking me so long, other than literal depression holding me back. But it's all about how we just need to be independent, happy human, healthy human babies. We don't need to be the fucking suckling of the teat little governmental babies. No, we need to be our own independent. Freaking, like, I can't even think of better words. Independent is the only best word, because it's independence from dependence. The government is trying to just make us depend on them. What I was really trying to get to long story short was in the Halo Haley video, you see boom, 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 example after example, all of these, like, pardon my French, but dumbass kids. And I'm over here, like, with more hope for the future than ever, actually, instead of the complete opposite. Because it's like, the day and age I grew up is when the internet came out. Like, actually. Like, I was a computer nerd basically from the time I could use a computer. Like, before I was 10 years old. And this was, that would have been 2007, okay? 2 years after YouTube came out, because YouTube came out in 2005. That was about the exact time I was online, like funnyvideos.com kind of thing. And so I overloaded myself on, Pinterest, Polyvore, freaking scrolling games, playing games, scrolling Facebook when Facebook was still kind of broken and all you saw was your own friends and their stupid memes, because memes were a thing back then. It was just more like, look at these 20 characters, which one are you, and tag all your friends kind of thing. And so because of all of that overexposure, I am now in a place where I actually hate the internet. I think it's pretty gross. It's a difference of people having fun online and people seeing the internet as a potential source of monetary income. Before it was a potential source of income, it was just fun. It was just a grand old time. But now, it's like everyone and their GD mother trying to make a buck or trying to get viral or trying to literally just get instant gratification in, like, likes, literally just likes and hearts and numbers and watching the numbers go up and up and up. It's awful. But truly, there are two sides to this equation, to which is the consumer and the producer. I don't think everyone in the whole world is a consumer. Like, my brothers, they don't even use the internet, I don't think. But that's a pretty hairy story because my mom has lived in places where the internet doesn't really get there. And so, yeah, if you don't have internet access, you're not going to really get what it's all about, right? But they do have internet access now, and they still, my brothers, they still are very not interested in that. And so that's the hope in the future I see, okay? My little 7-year-old brother, who all he wants to do is play the electric guitar. And I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. Game on. That's amazing. And so all of these kids who are literally going to get sciatica and arthritis just from sitting and scrolling, they're going to be fucking over it very soon. I hope, right? Because at the same side of that coin, or the same coin, different side, I know a lot of people my age that aren't over the internet. And it is very much so a possibility if they didn't overdo it as a kid like I did, because I'm not an outdoor cat. I'm an indoor cat. Okay, so like literally me, itty bitty baby Alex, and my parents be like, Alex, go outside. And I'm like, no, I kind of hate the outdoors. So yeah, who knows? I think that there will be a huge turn in the social norm where, yeah, if you're gonna be on your phone, you're gonna look like a dork lame-o, versus me as a 6th grader bringing my little flip camera to class or school, chilling in the hallways, making vlogs as a fucking 13, 12-year-old kid, and I was made fun of. nowadays, if you're not doing that, maybe you'll get made fun of. I don't even know. Oh. All I do know is the world has completely flipped. And if I was a kid now, I'd probably be exactly who I was. Except who I wasn't normal. And now it is normal. You know what I mean? And so, for me personally, I hate the internet because it's all toxic and everyone trying to be super happy and whatever. Selling their crap. But, so yeah, it's just really difficult. I have no idea what I'm talking about other than the fact that I have so much hope for the future in that I really think kids are going to get over this internet stuff really quickly. Maybe even just to realize the gross homogenization of the entire world was not worth it. Okay? I don't know if you know, but it's freaking Americans that started the whole like American dream. It probably wasn't America. I don't know. I'm an American, so that's my perspective. So we have this whole American dream and winning the game of capitalism, and then we invented, I don't know who invented the internet, but the internet was invented, and then all of that capitalism quickly became the .com era, to which failed. But has now seen the most resurgence in anything ever that has ever been ever, okay? Like, if bread wasn't eaten for 20 years, and now it's, like, literally on everyone's shelf in the entire world. Bread is probably the worst example, because, you know. Yeah, so much backlash. Even if it's literally just like seeing your parents, and I can't lie, this was my parents too. But seeing your parents waste their life away, spending all of their time online playing video games or offline playing video games. Sims was an offline game. I don't know if Sims is currently online at all, but sometimes you don't want to be like your parents. And so all of the young adults that are my age who are having children, they're pretty much putting up an example that maybe a lot of kids will want to rebel against, you know? Ugh, like one of the videos in the thing was this chick going through fast food drive-through, and to her kid, she's all like, "You want the chocolate pop cake?" And the kid's like, "Yeah." And I'm like over here like, why are you buying your child cake? He literally didn't ask you to. And maybe this is like the poor kid in me talking. Like, my mom would not have offered that because she doesn't have the money. But you're also teaching your child that, like, oh, you're at this place, so you should get a little treat, you know? Okay, this is tangent after tangent after tangent. But when I was in preschool, our treats for getting a good answer to a question was a piece of candy. And my keep bouncing back and forth between which mom I'm talking about. My stepmom, she called the school being all like, "Do not give my child candy as a reward. That is psychologically affecting, you know, everyone terribly. Because if you connect sugar to doing a good job, you're always going to want sugar when you do a good job. That's literally Pavlov's fucking thing." But yeah, so when you go to the drive-thru and you're all like, "You want a thing?" And they're all like, "Yeah." Like, they didn't even seem appreciative for it. I just grew up so poor and my mom would never offer me that. So maybe I'm a bit of a weirdo. I don't know why I even brought it up, but I think that people will want to rebel against the current day and age, and that's fantastic. Okay, I've been ranting for 45 minutes. This has been pretty successful. What the whole world doesn't want you to know, though, is that people still smoke cigarettes, and I do too. And I want to go smoke, but I don't even know what to do right now. The irony of saying that and then coughing. I'll be honest right here. I'm allergic to cigarettes as well, just like beef and dairy and raw fruits and vegetables and gluten. Literally everything. Tobacco is on that list as well. Well, that's fine. That's fine. We move on with our life. I actually tried for the past, Jesus Christ, like 5 years, tried to make my body more used to gluten, and it turns out you can't. You sort of can, actually. It's kind of the difference, like when I was a vegetarian, I could not eat meat or else I would get very, very, very sick. But if you wean yourself onto meat, you can actually eat it from time to time without getting very, very, very sick. So for me personally, I can eat a little bit of gluten. I just can't also mix it with red meat, vegetables, or dairy. You really can only pick one. But, you know, technically, it's okay. But that's not to say I haven't literally gotten the celiac test to check my blood, and I don't actually want colon cancer. So I am getting back off the gluten. It was a terrible choice and a terrible decision. And the same goes for other things that I should technically stop as well. I can't lie. I've got this whole thing in my book that I wrote about the ethics of having children in toward the implication of like an existential crisis as well as like your purpose in life. Because I was born with a purpose. My purpose was to be my sister's best friend, so fulfilled. But beyond that, I'm all like, so how do you have kids without giving them a purpose? Okay? And so that's what's the big thing that's been on my mind lately. Ah, oh, cigars? What? I've never tried a cigar. I tried a cigarello. They suck. I've tried, what are they called? Cheyennes? I think that's the brand. They are bad. Would not recommend. I think blacks are also technically cigarellos as well. I prefer American Spirits. I know they tell you they are not safer, but technically they're fucking safer. Like, let's be honest. But yeah, I cannot do vapes. Makes my spit stringy. So that's not good. I highly do not recommend vaping. I actually had an aunt who passed away from popcorn lung. And so, super against vaping. Yeah, oh my gosh. So much death in life. And that's why I wanted to start. Maybe we could talk about life and bringing life into the world. But it's like, Jesus Christ. The biggest thing is Idiocracy has me like, yeah, we have to, actually. If you haven't seen the movie Idiocracy, it's basically about only stupid people breeding for generations after generations after generations to where the entire world actually forgets water is required to grow a plant. Electrolytes, it's got what they need, electrolytes. It's like, no. Ah, jeez. Oh, there's 4 people watching, dude. That's so much pressure. I figured out a really cool thing though. I could take you outside. Wouldn't that be fun? So let's try that. The only thing that's stupid is it using this still? Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Oh, you can see my armpits. No one wants that. Yeah, the only thing that's really stupid is I don't know if the internet connection is good enough. But we recently got onto the apartment complex's internet service. And so I'm really hoping that that helps. I'm so excited. I just realized I won't be able to see chat unless I also bring the iPad. So let's do this. Oh, you guys are like 2 minutes behind me. Let me know if the audio isn't synced. I can go into OBS and change it by like a millisecond, I think. If I had the HM software control up, then I definitely could. But I think I saw it in the things there. Oh my gosh, so if we're going onto my porch, so I could show you my garden. Sorry, I'm very distracted by watching the stream minutes behind where it should be. There's this classic thing of judging yourself by seeing yourself through the eyes of who you're showing yourself to. It's like my dad came into the apartment for the first time the other day, and I was just like, 6 years, can't believe it was the first time. Again, I'm kind of worried about the internet. It should be fine. Yeah.
The glass window. That's all it takes.
Yeah, literally. Let me see. Yeah, oh my god, the second I went outside, the internet broke on my phone. That's fine. I'll just go into the bedroom. Prefer not to. But yes, Samantha, pointing out the bestest of points. You don't want to share your outside world. Yeah, Def's no internet out there. Now you get to see my bedroom. Yeah, I was saying deciduous bonsai trees are entirely more difficult than conifers. Oh, there's a pumpkin. I bought these pumpkins in October. I baked one up. It wasn't good though. I tasted it and it was like all mushy and yummy, but it tasted more just like a squash than a pumpkin. And so I was like, I don't think it's good. Anyways, is this a token party also? Because I'm so curious. No one talks about if they smoke or what they smoke. You know what I'm talking about? Is this a good angle? I can't find a best angle. This is terrible. Shit, it's so loud. Sorry. Man, it's so funny. My sister's apparently been on stream this whole time and only comments to say, don't show people you're outside. Dude, literally Scott Kramer just posted a video where he is chilling outside, and I'm like, well, I don't see the house numbers, so that's good. But you're really not supposed to do that. Oh my goodness. Ugh, I started watching Acre Homestead, this YouTuber who, like, oh my god, she has got like a $3 million mansion, let's be honest. But it's been a lot of inspiration as toward like making shit really, really last forever. Like, I decided I'm not buying bacon bits. Never gonna buy bacon bits. It's 1,000% more expensive. But same goes for pre-cut garlic. Literally, all you need to do in life is take a whole garlic clove, bulb, I don't know, a whole garlic, and then chop it up, put it in the fridge. Burps. Sorry, I got burping. But yeah, chop it up, pop it in the freezer, girl. That's all you need in life. What if I set you there? Is that cute? Oh, no, that's not working at all. I'm just gonna hold you like a little babe. But yeah, oh my gosh. So I've been into growing plants and bonsais like since high school, but I don't have a single thing to show for it except a 10-year-old orchid. The rest of my trees have been deciduous, which means leaves instead of stuffs, like a pine tree. I've got stuff instead of leaves. They've all not gone well. Over the past few years, I have recently learned that you need to give them nutrients. Nutrients is the #1 most important thing for a plant. Yeah. Oh, Samantha's. Oh yeah, the GeoGuessr goats. I tried to play GeoGuessr. It's difficult. Like, it's not easy to guess where things are based on their plants and street signs, but I think that's just not a game for me. Oh man, I feel like I'm looking at the thing. I look so bony in this lighting. I'm trying to put on weight. I swear last night I ate 3 servings of oatmeal and a potato covered in cheese and bacon and sour cream. I'm obsessed with potatoes and twice baked potatoes. So freaking delicious. Charlie, if you're there, I think it's literally only you, me, and my sister, which is pretty fun for like the pilot episode of streaming. But I think for instances like this, I need to make like a BRB. 2 seconds. Because yeah, Samantha even says, just leave it on your beautiful kitchen. Because you don't want to see inside my dresser, all of the random paintings around my house. Like, you don't need to see that. Classic. So yeah, maybe I'll go switch it and then go potty and then we'll be right back. So 2 seconds. Don't start a fire. Like the word game. Oh, an interactive BRB. That would be so fun. I can hear or see you and you can hear me, but I'm in the other room now. I was thinking for the BRB screen, maybe my cutie little, like, very Blue's Clues. I always just want to say Blue's Clues profile picture and like edit it to where like it's animated, not edited, animated. Ooh, words on stream. Oh, like a game? I have literally no idea what you're talking about, but it makes me think like a crossword puzzle or what's it called? Word search. Word searches are so much more lame. I could also just put up like a Sudoku and you can copy it down on your own paper. I don't know. But that'd be a little bit more fun than just an animation that's like 2 seconds and repeats, right? Man, I was talking and joking about making another cup of coffee, but I've been talking so much, I haven't even finished my first cup of coffee. Ooh, Boggle. I don't know anything about Boggle. Oh man, I got like a talker's high. What's the next? What are we talking about next? Charlie, you still here? You got any more questions? What was our last tangent even about? I bought an apron, by the way, but it is a little too big. I had a bobby pin somewhere. The only way to fix the apron is with a bobby pin. One second. Samantha, you left 2 of your bobby pins at my house, by the way. So if you want those back, let me know. Otherwise, they are mine now. Yeah, so I just go like this. Get the baby hairs out. Oh, they announced a Switch 2? No, I did not see that they announced a Switch 2. Oh, I gotta move my mic a little bit. One sec. Can't do things in the back of my head and talk at the same time. Okay. That works. That's fine. Let me know if you hear fabric. But yeah, so I bought this fancy apron. Does not fit. I gotta do a little stitch right here. Too long to tie. But anyways, in terms of video games, I love Nintendo. Grew up with that Wii, Well, technically I grew up with a Nintendo 64, but like Wii Fit. Oh, so good. Wario is my favorite game ever. Wario for the Wii is basically like the board game one, Super Mario, except is Wii, so you got stuff to do, I can't think of anything except Cooking Mama Cook-Off right now, literally. And in Wario, where they tell you how to hold your remote. So the guy's always like, hold the remote like a vase that's filled with flowers and you don't want them to come out. And it's always so silly. And with the voice, it's like meditative. And then you get Wario. Oh, no. Okay, so when it comes to really specific toys and games, Pokemon was not on my radar. I actually never caught it on television, but when it comes to like Pokemon, Neopets, Littlest Pet Shops, like anything that your parents had to buy you stuff for, I was not on that vibe. Poor kid problems, okay? I love Pokemon now. I played the crap out of Sword and Shield. If I can show you my background here. I don't know if I can. Ah, yeah, it's all like connected to Mac and shit. Anyways, Flygon, the dragon, I caught it in the game as a little bitty baby and raised it to be a dragon. And so that was very exciting. They're not a leaf type. They're like a bug type or something. I don't know. Oh, and Super Paper Mario. Oh my god. So yeah, Super Paper Mario was perfect for Samantha and I, if I'm remembering it correctly. But there's a ton of Mario games where you have someone who's really good at video games and someone who's not very good at video games. And so Nintendo like broke the frickin' world with that because it was like I finally had my moment to shine. I don't remember what it was or if they had it in Paper Mario, but I want to say it was a little sparkle. I don't know. But so yeah, Samantha, my sister, she would be the main hero in all of our quests. But if there was a helper character available, I would jump on that opportunity. Oh yeah, I have not even seen about the new Paper Mario. Yes, Flygon Victory Team! Dude, Charlie and I, you and I are the same person. To which I painted you another painting. I just have to mail it. I'm the worst. Yeah, I would really suggest Sword and Shield. I'm a kind of what they call a hoarder or something. I haven't finished it yet. I'm waiting for the perfect moment. But basically, I'm like, I don't want to finish the game. I'm not even halfway through it at this point, though. So I think I've waited enough time. Savor, that's the word. I've been savoring it too much, but it's so fun. I have a thing about being productive. Like, if I'm not productive, I'm a bad person or something. And so having fun with silly little video games is difficult for me because I feel guilty. I'm like, but I'm not doing something productive. Yes, I did paint you a painting. I don't know if you know this, Charlie, but after you got on my Patreon, I changed it to where the highest tier gets quarterly postcards. And so I know because I changed it after you signed on that there's like a weird less pressure. But at this rate, I've done a terrible job. I think I should change it to less than once a quarter. I think at this rate, I just need to get my ass in gear, okay? And so literally, the last painting I did took me more than 40 hours, I think, maybe. But this last one, it only took me maybe like an hour. If that. I love a good watercolor moment. It's one of my favorites. Like, you get your ink and your watercolor, and it's so like easy. It's not. It's incredible. It's way harder than acrylic paints or oil paints, but it's like lovely. You know? I don't know. Watercolor. You're working with the whites. So, not easy. But it did take me infinitely less time. Yeah, doing simple paintings. Oh my gosh. So the first painting I made for Charlie, and anyone else interested in becoming a patron of mine, please do, because I love having work for a purpose, you know? Anyway, so I painted flowers, starting with alcohol markers, and then went in with watercolor paper, fucking color pencils, and then ink, like an ink quill. Not on a quill, it was just a normal pen, but it was literally like the pens that are shaped like this. So, yeah, it took a long, long, long time. Oh, not to mention, I made freaking 2 identical twin paintings for fun. I thought it'd be so fun because one of my original art things was mandalas. Anyways, and so I love drawing mandalas, and it's like doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And so I thought it'd be really fun to do that sort of exact thing, but make it 1200% harder. Super fun. Fountain tip pen, yes. And so with those fountain tip pens that come with like a little ink thing, you basically, I can't even open a new one until I know I'm gonna use it. Apparently they just spill and dry. So yeah, I need to do that again because it was so fun. Between you and me, I wish I had the art style like in the Alice in Wonderland book, just the one book. And so that's why I did invest in a couple of different weights, sizes in those pens. And so I thought it would be the coolest, most fun practice to paint flowers. But in this instance, it was about 12 flowers, which means about fucking 70 leaves. But you know, those art styles are all about getting the details, the itty bitty gritty little details. And so it was fantastic practice. And my last painting, which was just watercolor, was awesome practice at watercolor, but also like just calmness, less effort, not effort, but like less stakes. The stakes were on the ground. No one was getting staked today. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was talking in the car yesterday, just like, if I want to change my art style, if I want that ink-based art style, I have to devote practice time, like an hour plus a day. That sounds insane. I have so much to do. I don't know if you know, I have a full-time job, so 40 hours out of my week are already like claimed, and then another like 40 hours for sleep. So that leaves another 40 hours, right? And so what I try to do in that time is film, garden, draw, but I also have other things I have to do, like freaking eat. And so I don't know about you, but I really like yummy, 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 yummy food. So I devote a lot of time to food. I actually wrote a menu, quote unquote menu is not the best word for it. Let me pull it up here. So basically, for the past 5 years, I have written down every single thing I cook or want to cook, but mostly can cook. And so, oh, I found the other bobby pin, Samantha. And put it right there. But yeah, so basically, this has been a long, long running list of every single thing I want to eat or can cook. So I thought it would be so fun to have a cookbook, make a freaking cookbook, basically just like my Korean cookbook, which is, it's art. So this cookbook I bought at the comic book store, ironically enough, and it's drawings and comics and amazingness. And what's fantastic is it gives you an ingredients list, right? And it gives you measurements and what measurements you should use. But beyond that, it's all about the culture, the history, the thin sliced green onion. Sorry, I get burpy. Thinly slice the green onion. Like, I don't know, man. I'm obsessed. So, if I were to make a comic book, I don't know if I could do ingredients in the sense of ingredients list, but yeah, if I could just paint all of my foods. Ugh, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just tangenting all the time. Charlie makes nature sculptures in the woods. Okay, so when you say you make sculptures in the woods, do you mean that you like take a tree and it's a sculpture now? Or do you like take clay out into the woods and sculpt there? There's a few options. I love both of them. Personally, both options sound great. I would love some wood cutting materials. I already have way too many interests in terms of what kind of art I want to do. Do you guys want some spoilers for the video? I'll get some spoilers right now. So, spoilers. This is a barn I'm working on for some various characters. I know the focus is not going to be there. Oh, wait, I got my phone. Let me just switch camera. Okay, so this little guy. Oh, how do you do things? This little guy was painted by my partner, Lauren. And so I built a barn that all the guys can hang out in. These are the doors. I don't know how to do this. I gotta switch cameras again. Yeah, so these are the doors that go to the barn. They go like this. One at a time. Fucking get in there. Can't do anything while people are looking at me. Oh, yes, cutting trees and branches and arranging them. Oh man, that sounds so beautiful. There's this little like park out with a giant circle thing that like Lauren and I went into, and we were all like, who came out here and freaking did this? But it's people like you, man, that make the forest better for everyone else. Yeah, this is my barn. No animals would actually fit in here. Not at all. Funny story. I think it's funny. But I took a picture of it and sent it to ChatGPT, and I was like, what's the origin of this barn? And it was like, it's Midwestern American. And I'm like, yep, that's where I am, so Midwestern American. So good. Man, I saw the world's smallest dog today though. Literally, my old baby, Charlie Poo, he was 10 pounds, about this big, maybe this tall. The dog I saw outside today was this big and this tall. They were like a freaking potato. Uh, but literally, when I went to Japan, my coworker and I, we went on a big shopping extravaganza and found a dog pound, kennel, whatever, where they were selling dogs. And oh my gosh, if they weren't this big, like literally drinking out of hamster bottles. To which, sorry, I got the coughs. But to which is the world's cutest little darndest puppies you'd ever done seen. But I don't think that's very ethical. Like, Charlie, my dog, not Charlie, my patron. Charlie, my dog, was a Shih Tzu poodle, right? And so their life expectancy is not very long in comparison to like a husky or something. Not a blue-eyed husky. That may be a bad example. But anyways, these freaking teeny dogs, I can only imagine their life expectancy is probably like 5 years, if that. Like, you want to talk about ethics right now? Let's talk about bioethics. I was fucking the minor I was 1 credit short away from having was biomedical ethics. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't want there to be an animal to fit into a tiny barn. But do you remember back in the day where the whole craze of teacup pigs came out? And everyone's just like, that's the cutest little freaking thing ever. Or, oh my gosh, I looked up a video of a fennec fox the other day because I got a Burrows and Badgers mini that's a fennec fox. And someone had it as a pet. And I was just like, I don't think you should do that. But, I have literally so many thoughts and feelings. I wrote a very long essay on that exact topic in my book, to which is, I just feel so much feelings for all the little baby animals that I want everyone to be the happiest, healthiest that they can actually be. Yeah, so like I had some mice. I have some mice. I had female mice. And like my female mouse lost all of her companions due to old age. And I was like, I don't think I can give her a boyfriend. First of all of those boys are her brothers. So that'd be weird. But like, I can't give an animal a mate, like, willingly, because that is not my choice, okay? Who can make that choice? Oh my goodness. And that just goes to what I was trying to talk about way earlier, which is like, how do you even bring a child into this world? I do not know. How do you choose anything for anybody? All I do know is all of these like little Gen Alpha babies and their parents' videos is making me think I will do so much of a better job than everyone that's getting at least made fun of on the video on the internet is made fun of for. To which is like, I want to go move out into the woods and be all like, play with dirt. Even though my parents did the same thing, and I was like, I don't want to play with dirt. I want to go inside. Yeah, dude, microdogs shouldn't be a thing. Literally. I don't even know if a Shih Tzu poodle counts as a microdog, because when I say the dogs in Japan were small, I mean like small. Tiny puppies. Like almost like is that real? Oh, I don't know. I do not know. All I do know is I could never actually do it myself, but I don't know if I would burn the store down. You know, that's a little far. That's a bit much, okay? But I don't know if you know this, but women do tend to take action on institutions in a sense of their buildinghood and not their livelihood. And so if I were to do anything, it would be to make it more difficult and less not less alive. You know what I'm saying? I need to move this real quick. Oh, shoot. Is that okay? No, one second. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, that's better. So, that's all the rants. It says we got another person on the live. I don't know. They're not in the comments. Just being a creeper. But yeah, oh my gosh. So before the last time I had a big hit of like seasonal depression, I was posting onto Instagram stories the foods that I made like almost every single day, to a point where we got up to like 50 views, like minimum. And nowadays it's like 15, which is a lot less pressure if you ask me. I'm over here like one person got post notifications on my Twitter, and now I don't tweet. I'm like, that's too much pressure, guys. I literally posted the other day, I'm like, at Donald J. Trump, you're ruining everything. And the guy that got the post notifications is like, why? And I'm like, because the stock market's crashing. Ooh, mini donkeys. I've never seen a mini donkey. A half mammoth donkey. Oh my goodness. That's huge, right? It's so funny. I was watching The Mummy the other day with Brendan Fraser the other day, and I don't know, was it that one? Anyways, it started out and there was just the most gorgeous donkey, and I was like, oh, look at the cute donkey. Oh no, I'm not gonna block him. He's actually secretly one of my best friends. But even when my best friends get post notifications, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna disappear into the ether now. Literally, my actual number one best friend from, they call it intermediate school for my school district, which is 5th and 6th grade. He wished me happy birthday the other day, and I texted back, and he texted me back, and I'm like, crap, now I gotta text him again. I just hate talking so much, unless it's like this. Yeah, it's not some stranger at all. It's like, what do they call it? Demand anxiety? Where it feels like you're demanding something from me, and so I inherently do not want to do it. Yeah, I have problems. Oh, man. So it's about 10 o'clock at night. We got absolutely nothing done in terms of cooking. Well, that's fine. I hope you enjoyed my kitchen. I think for a pilot stream, though, I think this went well. Samantha, I really appreciate your input and just making a cute little BRB bit. I was gonna do that this morning, but I woke up 3 hours after when I wanted to wake up. And so this is as far as we got, and we still got online. And I'm pretty proud of that fact, actually. I think we did it. Round of applause to everyone involved, actually. Because, like, honestly, without you, Charlie, I don't know what I would have done. I start the stream and I'm like, what do I even, like, I have blanks. Just a big blackboard right here. right on it, please. But speaking of like prompts, I was thinking the title you may have noted said "Let her roast," as in like AKA "Let her cook," right? But like I wanna roast like people, like not be a jerk, but I really like judging people. But I really like adding my input to things. That's the real. What's up?
Yeah, how's it going?
Mm.
Having so much fun?
Yeah. Do you wanna? Let's try this. Click, click, click. I don't think this is on. Hello. Try it over there.
Hello.
I think that microphone might be dead. I charged it, but I don't know.
Oh, it's definitely working. Sorry, guys.
10 out of 10 for stream. Oh my god, certified hater. I'm not a hater. I made Lauren a better painter. Because I'm like, what if you just like changed everything, you know? Made it better.
You taught me how contrast works.
Yeah, exactly. You need contrast, you need lighting, you need blending. But if you have harsh things, they can be harsh but still blended. Oof. But then there's other things I can roast people on besides art. I was joking with Lauren. I was like, they could send me anything. Their philosophies on life, picture of their desk, like
Their diet.
their diet. On it. Oh my god, I judge the crap out of people on their diet. Might get a little roasty, a little toasty with that one. But yeah, I would love to do that. So I think I gotta make like a post, be all like, send me what you want to get judged on. Fucking Judgment Day is here.
There you go. That's fun.
That was pretty fun. You
Mhm.
look so beautiful.
I cut the shit out of myself. I mean, like, no.
Got some aloe on it.
I just put skin drink on it.
Skin drink.
Avocado.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for being here. Oh my god, roast material just from the news. That's why I hate going online in the first place. But no, for real. I think for next time, we definitely 100% need to figure out how to screen grab or like have the screen be another source to picture in picture to. And then we can get up some videos of people being really stupid. And we can be all like, haha, look at those stupid humans. Not actually. But actually, though.
It's not too hard. I'm not the guy to tell you, but I could even just kind of run you through how you would do that.
Yeah, easy. I've watched enough Leon Lush in my life to know how to be a little silly goober, you know? Okay, I gotta be honest. I'm a Michigander. Michiganders don't know how to say goodbye. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. It's a classic. I bet you every single region, every state would say the same thing. But I think they're wrong, and it's definitely only a problem here. And maybe also in Canada. We're just too nice. Anyways, so this has been great. Maybe we could try again tomorrow. That sounds crazy. I got other things I need to do in life, like actually email literary agents to pick up my goddamn book. Get that published. Read.
Mm-hmm.
You've been read.
Yeah, it's worse work than writing a book, for sure. Is the
Yeah.
problem.
Dude,
Not
yeah,
fun.
because that's my 40-hour job is cold emails and outreach. And so it just feels like work. It's so bad. Is the lighting good? I hope I've been in focus this whole time.
My red shirt looks awful.
Oh, yes. Bye, Samantha. I love you. Thank you for joining. Yes, okay. So, good night to everybody that's joined. I love you so much, and this has just been a blast. Eek! I can't wait to do it again. I'm filled with life now. Eek! I don't know how to stop it. Okay, bye. I love you. I don't know. Charlie didn't say goodbye. Bye, Charlie. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, that's that Michigander thing. You gotta get it done when you're saying goodbye. You gotta get to that point where you're like, I'm gone. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Oh, good night, Charlie. Bye.